Hello there.
Are we space jamming today, baby? We space jamming, and I ain't talking about the movie. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Elie Moses, your 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot as you just saw, baby. And today, a movie that comes highly recommended from you guys in the community tab section when I asked for any good movie recommendations to watch for the first time. Unfortunately, all the classic and big ones you have mentioned, I have watched a lot of them because I love film and I've watched them in my own spare time. So I ain't gonna cop out and say I'm watching something for the first time when I have seen it. So today we're gonna be watching Galaxy Quest for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited to see what this film has in store for me because I've seen no footage of it whatsoever. I'm going in as blind as it can be. Blind as Stevie Wonder, baby. And this is going to be a fun time, and hopefully you guys are here to enjoy the reaction alongside with me. The only thing I have seen is the cast, and it is a star-studded cast. So I'm interested to see how well they mesh together, whether it's a comedic film or it's taken seriously or it's just a fun time. And I'm hoping it is a fun time because today hasn't been the best of days with uni, so hopefully this film can cheer me up. Anyway, let's waste no more time. Let's get right into the reaction. Let's slay this thing using the old Buffy the Vampire Slayer term, and let's have some fun. Let's go. Whenever I see that DreamWorks logo, all I think about is Shrek for when I was a kid and watching Shrek for the first time. Movie commentary at its finest right there, saying it reminds me of Shrek.
Exiting time not now, sir. Made it.
By Grabthar's hammer we live to tell the tale.
Systems registered.
R.I.P. my guy!
All systems are working, Commander.
I don't like it.
Can't be stopped.
Surrender may be our only option.
No! Never give up. Never surrender.
You orders, sir? Sir, who orders?
Activate the Omega 13.
Well? Huh? Well, there you are. There you are. Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Now, already off the bat, I can tell this film is going to be an entire vibe. I feel like it's going to be such a fun time. I'm guessing at the beginning that was a TV show, the Galaxy Quest TV show, hence the convention. And I love how over the top the acting was. Tim Allen staring directly into the camera at the end there, you know, to activate Omega 13. They're really like phoning it in with the acting, and I really, really love that. And I can tell off the bat, is that a reference to Alien with the font of the characters' names, like the actor's name on the screen? It kind of reminds me of the Alien font for some reason. And I feel like this film is going to parody or reference a lot of space films. I mean, Sigourney Weaver and Tim Allen aren't strangers to space travel. To infinity and beyond. The Xenomorph. I'm going to have fun with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
How did I come to this? I played Richard III.
5 curtain calls.
There were 5 curtain calls. I was an actor once. Damn it, now look at me. Look at me! I can't go out there and I won't say that stupid line one more time.
I mean, my TV Guide interview was 6 paragraphs about my boobs and how they fit into my suit. No one even bothered to ask me what I do on the show.
You had the... Wait, I'll think of it.
I repeated the computer, Fred.
Whew. Your commander is on deck. Ha ha! Wow, that smog is thick today, huh? Am I too late for Alexander's panic attack? Apparently not.
Adventurers exploring space. These were friends.
Now, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I like to pause so I don't miss out on any points of dialogue if you're new to the channel. I do sound, my voice hasn't recovered yet, so if you're new, this is not how I sound like. But off the bat, I can immediately tell that the camaraderie between the crew is on point. The chemistry between them, the way they interact and bounce off each other is fantastic. And that's established from the get-go within the first 4 minutes of film. And that's fantastic for any film. any film involving an ensemble cast or a group of characters, if you can establish within the first 4 minutes that your crew is already in sync with one another, or like they get along well one another and they bounce off well, the dialogue is quick, snappy, they're very energetic. I love that. Already off the bat, I can tell that the exchanges between the group are going to be fantastic. And just to point out Alan Rickman's acting, I love how in the first scene as well involving the show, we had the shrunken aspect ratio. It wasn't the 4:3. It was just like a normal square on screen. I love how it was a dire situation and his same facial expression was maintained throughout the entire situation. No change in tone of voice, just the same line delivery. It's like, I've been doing this for 10, 20 years. I couldn't care less anymore. I'm phoning it in. I'm just here for a paycheck. I love it.
Unbelievable.
You are so full of it, man.
It's not a big deal. These guys put a little set in their basement. I'm there about an hour. They wanted the commander.
There he goes.
Alexander, wait. Grab him. Grab him.
My guy's trying to dip.
Okay. Yeah.
You will go out there.
I won't. And nothing you say will make me.
The show must go on.
I mean, put the Imperio curse on him. He'll go out there.
Damn you. Damn you. I won't say that stupid line one more time.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
Damn the residence cannons. Full speed ahead, huh?
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, I shall avenge you. By Grabthar's hammer.
Next.
Gotta admit, they really do love him.
Yeah, almost as much as he loves himself.
Now, I've been to a couple conventions in terms of Comic-Con, Supernova here in Sydney, but I've never actually had the chance to meet like a celebrity or an actor I wanted to meet, because the times I have gone, there hasn't been really someone I really wanted to meet. There was one year Richard Dreyfuss was there, and I really wanted to meet him because I watched Jaws at such a young age. But I want you guys to tell me any stories you've had at a convention in terms of meeting someone, and were they what you expected to be, or were they not? Were they not as nice as you expected them to be? Or, you know, I feel like this is a commentary as well on actors and celebrities who have such a high expectation from the public. You know, the public that adores them. They watch and support them for time. And then you saw right there, someone must have been, that, you know, that individual could have waited years to come to his hometown for a convention and meet him. And he was just so miserable. Alan Rickman's character. And it's all about, you know, putting that persona on. And even if you're miserable, sometimes you have to put on that fake persona to the crowd, that you're still in character, that you're still this energetic person, just to make them happy and make you think that life's good, when sometimes maybe it isn't. Now with Tim Allen's character, he's still like this energetic commander, when we haven't really seen what he's like behind the scenes. I mean, we did see him behind the scenes. He came back, he's really energetic, he's got that massive ego to him, but he could have real personal problems at home, but he has to maintain that for the public, so the public continues to see this high image of him. You know, they have to put him on a pedestal, whereas here, these guys look so miserable, and they've been out of it and doing it for years. But I'm interested to see where you guys have more experience than me in the comment section, and more experience with these conventions. Have you met an actor before that has surprised you, or has been nothing like you thought he or she was? And have you been to these type of conventions and seen actors just doing that for a paycheck? You know, sometimes they do interviews and questions to the crowd, not just the signings and photographs. And I know I'm rambling on here, but I'm really intrigued in the commentary this film's trying to portray already in the first 7 minutes. And I can see there's more to it than just, you know, a fun galaxy film.
Excuse me, Commander. Hey.
Oh, Justin
Wondering
Long.
if you could help settle a dispute that my crew and I seem to be having. If you remember, in Quasar Dilemma...
Excuse me for a minute, fellas.
Hadn't even gotten to the relevant conundrum.
These guys haven't had a real acting job for 20 years. This is all they've got. Dude, did you check out Nesmith? He actually gets off on those retards thinking he's a space commander. Oh, and his friends? I know, they can't stand him. Did you hear him ragging on him in there? Dude, he has no idea. He's a laughingstock, even to his buddies. It's pathetic. Oh, come on. The Galaxy Quest dancers are almost on.
Hey, I love being a nerd. I don't care. Hey, remember what I was saying before about... They're just human beings, man, sometimes.
There is no quantum flux. There's no auxiliary. There's no goddamn shit. You got it?
There's the snap. There's the snap. You can sometimes catch these actors on a bad day. And you guys might have had experiences with that.
I mean it. I mean it, Alex. I've never seen him lose it like that. Not to a fan.
It's either these guys are actual aliens or they're so in character and obsessed. It's scary.
Oh. Commander, I must say that standing here in your presence is the greatest honor we could ever have hoped to achieve in our lifetimes.
I really appreciate that.
This guy's
Would you
accent.
guys look for another shoe? Looks like this, please. Oh.
General, I have just received word the Thermians have appointed a new commander to handle the negotiations.
What?
Fantastic prosthetics there. Love the costuming. Love it.
This is great. You know, usually it's just cardboard walls in a garage.
They bring a new commander.
It's good.
Here
Scary.
are
You know,
my
this-
demands. And if I do not hear what I like, then there will be blood and pain, as you cannot imagine. First, I require the Omega 13. Second, I will require a technician.
Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's fire blue particle cannons full, red particle cannons full. Gannett magnets, fire them left and right, and let them run. All shoots them while you're at it once. Yeah, toss that at him, killer. That should take care of old lobster head, shouldn't it?
I love the scenario he's in at the moment. He's like, because he's so hungover, he just thinks it's all a role play. He's in like convention mode. It's just people, you know, doing cosplay. It's all an act and everything. And this guy who's like the pirate lord or whatever, the opposing and the enemy, he's full on taking it serious and making serious threats. And these guys are actually worried. And because the commander is hungover, he's just out of it, his reactions are going to be the best to see because he's just like rolling with it. And there's no like sort of sense of danger for him because he all thinks it's an act. And it's absolutely hilarious to see. I feel like I've seen this premise before. In terms of like something is like made up on Earth, but then it actually becomes real, like, or it's actually real and exists. I feel like I've seen this concept so many times watching it in movies later on. You guys can mention movies with a similar concept, but I can't bring the movie or movies to my mind. Maybe something like Guardians of the Galaxy with Peter Quill. Nah. There's something I'm missing. I know there's something I'm missing where something was like a legend on Earth or make-believe or something designed and they don't think it's real, but then it ends up being real. Maybe I'm thinking like Thor with all the Norse mythology and stuff, like the first Thor, how it's all made up on Earth, but it actually comes to life and it's actually real and exists. But I'm sure there's another one. It's like, I can't think about it now. That's an awesome shot right there. Fantastic cinematography. Well, that's one way to get back to Earth. Wow.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
I'm surprised he hasn't put a gun to his head yet. Having to say that line.
If it was found in the Omega 13. Oh my God.
My apologies.
Oh, they mixed up the
So,
things.
Evidently, we had a little miscommunication regarding voyage.
Requesting 4 interstellar.
What? Me too.
5 pods for immediate departure. Guys?
When fantasy becomes reality.
End transmission. Oh my god.
Anybody got any change?
Squidward! I love how they use animatronic and prosthetic on the close-up. It's great. Actually, the whole thing might be actual prosthetics.
Our most sincere apologies. We forgot about our appearance generators.
Who wants the grand tour? Anybody else?
That was a hell of a thing.
Crewman number Guy.
The extra.
Know us?
I don't believe there is a man, woman, or child on my planet who does not. A year since we first received transmission of your historical documents, we have studied every facet of your missions and strategies.
You've been watching the show?
Lieutenant, historical documents.
Historical documents from out here?
The past 100 years, our society had fallen into disarray. Our goals, our values had become scattered, but since the transmission, we have modeled every aspect of our society from your example, and it has saved us. In fact, all you see around you has been taken from the lessons garnered from the historical documents.
From the historical documents.
A spaceship.
No, this is a starport for the ship. Would you guys like to see the ship?
I love how the commander is just rolling with it. He loves it. It's something different for once in his life. It's not a fabrication. He's not playing a character this time.
It's real.
No generator room. No millions of sleep.
Medical quarters are to the left.
Medical quarters are to the left. Regeneration system.
Wow, the floors are so
We're
clean.
just here to negotiate this guy's Saris' surrender. It's no big deal. At ease.
He's like,
Throwing gasoline on a flame.
I just did that. Those is, oh.
Look, this thingy. This is forward. This is back.
Commander, some of the crew has requested to be present at this historic event.
Sure, bring him in.
At this historic event.
Laredo, take us out.
No pressure. This is the real deal. The real deal.
They designed those controls after watching you. Pick her out.
Right. Okay. Right.
You ain't touching the blue screen anymore. You know, and sometimes science fiction films, they have all this scientific jargon and they like explain everything in all these specific scientific terms. Well, you're actually putting him to action now. This ain't Beyonce, fam. Why are we going to the left?
More to the right. Would you sit your ass down? Sit. Move. You want to drive this thing?
you enjoying your cat pop blood ticks, Dr. Lazarus?
Just like Mother used to make.
Oh, your Omega-13 device. We found that on an alien planet. We don't know what it does either.
Why don't you just turn it on and see what it does?
It has at its heart a reactor capable of unthinkable energy. If we were mistaken in our construction, the device would act as a molecular explosive, causing a chain reaction that would obliterate all matter in the universe.
The matter.
Has Sarah's ever seen any of the historical records?
No, thank God he has not.
Shall die.
Is Sam Rockwell's character stoned?
No, Jason, that's a wrap. There's nothing to think about.
I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm just
That's a wrap. End the set. End the set.
I'm the guy in the episode who dies to prove the situation is serious. I gotta get out of here. Get out of here.
We gotta prepare the pods for my crew's departure.
Begging your commander's pardon, sir, we can't launch pods at the moment. Saris will surely detonate any objects leaving the ship. Yes, sir, he's here now. Your presence is required on the command deck.
What? You know, okay. Gosh darn it, I give up. It's yours, you can have it. You have to give me a minute to put it in a box for you. Okay? Gwen. Don't panic. I've dealt with this guy before. He's as stupid as he is ugly. Come here.
Jason.
Not now, Gwen.
Sit. I'm trying to tell you, you are back.
Perhaps I'm not as stupid as I am ugly.
Amateurs.
Gave you the kill gesture.
Yeah, no, you gave me the word dead signal. I was agreeing with you, like I know where the hold button is.
Thrust ahead. Full. Fire at will.
Why does the guy who plays Saris sound so familiar? I don't know why. He just does.
Press turbo. I've always said press the turbo, right? Oh, it's right here. Press it and hold it down.
Hyperspace, baby.
The enemy is matching velocity.
Hey, that's a cloud.
Brothers, what is this?
This is the Tothian minefield left standing from the Great War of 12185.
12185. This is like telling my 5-year-old cousin who's watched Transformers to drive the Bumblebee Camaro for the first time.
Patience.
Like, little cousin, it ain't gonna drive itself like the movies.
Take him to medical quarters.
Thanks, Matheson.
Alex, where are you going?
To see if there's a pub.
No reserve beryllium sphere exists on board.
No, we have no extra beryllium sphere on board.
You know, that is really getting annoying.
Not historical documents. They're not all historical documents. I mean, surely you don't think that Gilligan's Island is a...
Those poor people.
Oh,
brother.
We're screwed.
If you are saying that any of you could have traits in common with Saris.
Hey, Commander. Listen, we found some beryllium on a nearby planet. We might be able to get there if we reconfigure the solar matrix in parallel for endothermic propulsion. What do you think?
That one, yes. Let's do that.
We'll do that.
That's right again.
Like little children.
Could they be the miners?
Oh, sure. I mean, they're like 3 years old.
Miners, not miners.
You lost me.
This at all.
They're so cute.
Watch them be the most devilish things.
Now, in a second, they're gonna get mean, and they're gonna get ugly somehow. And there's gonna be a million more of them.
He's right, he's right.
There's a little hurt one. To help the little hurt one.
I told you, you're gonna turn into little gremlins, these things.
I'm sick of being right. Let's get out of here before one of those things kills Guy.
Wait a minute. We're not going anywhere without a beryllium sphere. We need a diversion to clear the compound of those things. Then Alex and Gwen and I will go get a sphere. Tommy, get up on that ridge. If you see him come back, give me a signal, all right?
Why does this sound so familiar?
Assault on Voltrex 3, episode 81.
I love it. I love it.
Whatever. The one with the hologram, the wall of fire.
Well, how the hell is Fred supposed to project a hologram? Are we doing episode 81 or
It's
not?
just a rough plan, Guy. What difference does it make if it's episode 81 or not?
I died. At episode 81!
Episode 51, right?
51.
Look here, Chris. Why are you listening to this fella? May I remind you, he's wearing a costume, not a uniform. He's no more equipped to lead us than this fella. No offense. I forgot you've got to be the hero, haven't you? Heaven forbid anybody else gets the spotlight. Oh no, Jason Nesbitt.
Tommy, go! Go, I'm in!
No! Jason, please! Tommy, stop the pod! Stop it!
But I can't stop it! It's on autopilot! Go! Leave it!
Yeah, that ain't gonna work, fam.
What was that?
Nothing.
I heard some squealing or something.
Oh, no. Everything's fine.
But the animal is inside out.
I heard that. It turned inside out?
And it exploded.
Did I just hear that animal turned inside out and then it exploded? Hello?
Hold, please.
Well, I'm open to any suggestions.
Open the eyes like in episode 22!
It doesn't have any eyes.
What eyes?
Open the mouth to the throat! It's vulnerable spots!
Fuck, it doesn't have any vulnerable spots!
I know! You construct a weapon. Look around you. Can you form some sort of rudimentary lathe?
A leg! Get off the line, guy! Alexander, you're my advisor, advise me!
Well, you're just gonna have to figure out what it wants. What is its motivation?
It's a rockbuster. It doesn't have motivation.
See, that's your problem, Jason. You are never serious about the craft.
Oh! Fred, can you hear me? Fred, are you there? Ah!
Kinda.
You can do it, Fred. It's up to you. Fred. Fred, can you hear me?
She looks familiar, that girl, as well. I've seen that actress before as well.
Digitize me, Fred.
Oh, wow.
Took Sergeant Chen.
Yeah!
He looks good, man. The prosthetic and costume is so good.
My name is Jason Nesbitt. I am an actor. We're all actors.
He doesn't understand. Explain as you would a child.
It's like telling a kid Santa Claus isn't real.
We pretended.
Yes, you understand that, don't you, Mathazar?
Mathazar, I'm not a commander. There's no National Space Exploration Administration. We don't have a ship.
There it is.
That ship is that big.
Inside, I've seen many rooms.
You've seen plywood sets that look like the inside. Our beryllium sphere is wire with plaster around it. And our our digital conveyor is it's Christmas tree lights. It's a decoration. It's all fake. Just like me. On our planet, we pretend to entertain. And Mathazar, I am so sorry. God, I am so sorry.
You what?
You're starting to act like you did in episode 17. You seen stealing hack.
Oh, right. Well, how does it feel, Jason?
Improvise
Was
the
it
script.
worth it? You've murdered us all.
Improvise.
Hundreds to die just because of you. Hundreds to die
I'll see you in hell, won't I?
Sorry, the door's a little sticky. Did you see that? I'll get one of my boys up here with a can of WD-40.
Used to pull your punches.
Scene-stealing hack, thank you.
Raving egomaniac.
Not where I got that from.
Guys, look.
This kid is about to have the time of his life.
Anybody there?
I understand completely that it's just a TV show.
Oh, hold.
I know there's no
Wait a minute.
beryllium
Stop.
sphere,
Stop
no
for a second. Stop.
conveyor,
Wait.
no ship.
It's all real.
Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
The crew and I are in a lot of trouble, and we need your help.
Hi, Brandon.
No time for pleasantries, Kyle. We have a level 5 emergency. We still got the utility systems walked through, right?
Yeah, I've got sectors 1 through 28. I think Hollister has the upper levels.
Great. We'll get everybody online.
This is a number one fan's wet dream right here. It's like taking him on set for a day.
It'd be time to redeem a single mistake.
What?
The fan theories coming true.
We gotta turn off that valve. Maybe you're the plucky comic relief. You ever think about that?
Plucky?
Oh, besides, I just had this really interesting idea.
Seeing Sam Rockwell in this role compared to 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri is like so different. I know like a lot of time has passed, so it's like so different.
Larock, Taroth. Larock, Taroth. Larock, Taroth. Larock, Taroth. Larock, Taroth. Larock, Taroth.
Okay, the sequence is 2, 2, 4, 2.
What is this thing? I mean, there's no useful purpose for there to be a bunch of choppy, crushy things in the middle of a hallway. No, I think we shouldn't have to do this. It makes no logical sense. Why is it here? This episode was badly written.
Okay, Commander, now, as soon as the first crusher hits you, gotta tell me.
Just did.
Okay, go now.
Go. Stop. Go.
Whoever wrote this episode should die.
I absolutely love the self-awareness of this movie. I absolutely love it. And I love how they've engaged or like got the fans involved, like the core fan base or like a group of nerds involved, you know, because there are fan bases out there or like individuals out there that are like this, like their lives are dependent on certain, you know, creations of fiction. Like you see it with Star Wars, you see it with Harry Potter, and there are also elements of these creations of fictions that help these fans get immersed in the world they want to be. You know, there's the movies itself, there's the media itself, the live action media that fans use to, you know, like it's a sense of escapism from the real world. Let's get invested. Let's watch something that gets me invested in this world. And I want an escape from reality. And for instance, Harry Potter, for example, there's the books, which I recently finished reading for the first time. When I read those books, I got immersed in this wizarding world and I wanted to be there. And this movie is like that. It's a perfect example of that. And I love how this movie like there's the fun element to it. There's that element of, you know, being so self-aware. Obviously these group of characters who filmed their TV show, and there's an alien race out there that mimicked everything of this TV show, and it all ends up being real. But I loved the hidden layers behind that, you know, the commentary on certain actors, you know, their lives, you know, you've seen it before how sometimes actors have a one and done role. They might be a one and done actor, for example. They only remembered for that single role in their lives. And I remember it being the case I can't remember who the actor's name is, but the kid that plays the younger John Connor in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And I think he was touted to have like an amazing career. However, things didn't go to plan. And I remember there was something about him being at a fan convention prior to the release of Terminator Dark Fate, and him sort of getting his life back on track. And there's a certain layer of commentary about that to this film, and obviously the commentary on fan expos, fans being dependent on these forms of media. And I love that about this film. I love its self-awareness. I love its commentary. You know, Sigourney Weaver having a rant about an episode being badly written. Who hasn't had that in their life? Who hasn't had a rant about something being badly written? Cough, cough. We've seen it with Star Wars. We've seen, you know, fans disagreeing with one another, or fans having theories coming to life and those theories being confirmed and fans being excited. And this is all being portrayed in this film. I love it. I love it. This is a 90s film, I believe, and it's so relevant today still. I love it. My guy just spawned the thing right there. Shout out the Fantastic Four.
I better get to that. Whoa!
Yo, that's four. That's 4-play taken to a whole nother level. That's 8-play right there. What is this?
Oh, that's not right. No.
I'm pretty sure Rocky, he is good. He's good. He always comes back. Sylvester Stallone style.
He has saved us. Commander Taggart has saved us.
Hey, he's still the highlight of the show no matter what.
It's just not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
All right, Quillick. Let's get back to the command deck.
I'm shot.
Oh, Quillick.
You'll forgive my impertinence, sir. But even though we had never before met, I always considered you as a father to me.
Bam.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.
That's the only time you said it with meaning, this film. My guy Quillick went out with a bang.
Good going, Tommy. Great going.
Thrust ahead! Full! Into the field!
Wait, you know how I was talking before when I said about child actors having that one role, or they're an actor being remembered for that certain one thing they've done in their life and they're sort of clinging on to that? I guess Tommy is an example of that, because he was a child actor on board and it seems like he filmed for that 4 years, and that's him being an older individual now. And that's all he's remembered for, and it's hard to get gigs and roles out there. And it sort of maybe is a commentary of this film as well, talking about the industry. I'm not sure if that's reading too much into it, because I like to comment on certain things like that and try and uncover the hidden layers of certain films when it's a film like this, because I feel like there's a commentary on certain things as well. Despite all the chaotic space stuff going on, maybe it's a commentary as well on certain things about how the industry might use you, then spit you right out when you're not needed anymore, when you're surplus to requirements. I might be reading too much into it, but I feel like there might be a hidden layer thematically to this film about that as well.
Well, let me tell you something, Saris. It doesn't take a great actor to recognize a bad one. You're sweaty.
Armor almost gone, Jason!
You fool! You fail to realize that with your armor gone, my ship will tear through yours like tissue paper.
And what you fail to realize is my ship is dragging mines.
Oh no! Turn! Turn!
Captain goes down with a ship. I'm not sure if Saris is dead yet, but Because he did hit that button before he died.
Very clever deception indeed.
A very clever deception indeed.
So the course for home, Commander?
Can you do that?
Oh yeah, it's just point and click. But we're gonna have to go through the black hole though.
Any objections? Mathazar, I think your people have a great commander.
Before the black hole, there was an energy surge from Cyrus's ship.
There we
Let's not worry
go.
about that right now, Alexander. Shouldn't be downstairs until we just.
Oh, the deception.
You could put an eye out with that thing. Fred?
Cyrus, the energy surge. Well, they got the 13-second thing to reverse time. Someone's got to do that. 13 seconds they got. That was more than 13 seconds. Come on, man.
We're going home.
This is... He knows what's up. He knows what's up.
All systems are working, Commander.
So there was an energy surge from Cyrus's ship.
Grayson, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Let go of me. It's not Fred. That's Saris. Listen to me. I'm telling you, it's not Fred. That's Saris.
Never give up, never surrender.
I'm not even gonna try say it. I'm not gonna try.
I can't slow it down! The ship is too big to enter the atmosphere. We need to separate or we'll die. Goodbye, my friends.
I love how at the beginning of the film, Sigourney Weaver's character was talking about how all they ever talked about was how she fit her breasts in that shirt. And then her breasts are out at the end of the film. Foreshadowing at its finest.
Jason Nesmith and his entire crew are no-shows here at the...
Oh, they're gonna rock up in the ship.
All of these fans.
Insurance job on those cars. Someone could have really died there. Like, really, really died. If someone died there, I would have hit the... I would have hit the 13-second thing again and activated it. I forgot what it's called. It starts with B. I'm not going to pronounce it. Yeah, practical effects. Practical effects. Oh no. As if we confirmed the KIA right there. On Saris.
Quick, go, 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 go!
Great. All those fan theories are confirmed as well. The true saviors, the true saviors. The production team, the behind the crew team. The ones you don't see on screen.
And now, back again after 18 years. New adventures of Galaxy Quest.
Soft reboot. The sequel. Jane Doe. You got the role. You got the role. I wonder if they actually filmed it on the actual ship. Hey, after a train wreck of a day at uni, that was the perfect film to enlighten me a little bit. A film that's so self-aware, fun, actors having fun with one another, not having to not having to go all serious with the acting. A film where I guess everyone probably had fun on set and everyone enjoyed themselves. Let's just have some fun. Let's be over the top. Let's be ridiculous. Let's see what we can do. And I love the hidden messages behind it. You could sit back, watch this film, and enjoy it for what it is with how ridiculous the concept is. But I was very invested in the hidden messages and layers behind the ridiculousness, if that makes sense. I already commentated on those thoughts during my reaction, so I'm gonna not commentate on that at the end of the film because I just don't want to rehash what I said. But I do hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Galaxy Quest. I had a hell of a fun time with it, and I can see why this film might be held as a cult classic. It's just the whole vibe. It's all fun, and yeah, you can relate to it if you're a big fan of those, Comic-Con expos, or if you're a fan in general of any sort of, I guess, like fiction story. Like, it doesn't have to be a science fiction story. It doesn't have to be sort of like a Predator, an Alien, a Star Wars. It can be your Buffys. You can be your Harry Potters. It's a commentary for all film nerds. It's like anyone can love it. Anyone that's like got a fan group or fan base of something can relate to this. They've just used the sort of Star Trek, Star Wars template. It's more of a Star Trek template for this, but it can, I guess, have or resonate with a bunch of fan groups, and I really appreciated it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction and first time reaction to Galaxy Quest. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care, God bless, and peace.